Okay. And the third paragraph, which starts on the first page and goes over the second page, I believe you've already testified there's nothing in that paragraph, as far as you know, is untrue.
Everything is, yeah, seems true, yes.
Okay. And then if you'll skip a paragraph and go to the next paragraph, it says, it starts with evidence seized during Balco raids. Do you see that paragraph? Evidence seized during the Balco raids.
I'm just going to object. How can you ask him to testify whether or not what was seized at the Balco raids?
I'm not asking him to testify. I'm asking him if he's aware if anything is untrue in that article. Obviously, he's not going to know what was or wasn't seized in the Balco case, but can he tell me? He wouldn't know if that's true or untrue. Do you see anything that you realize is untrue in that paragraph? We've already done it. I'll withdraw the question. He's already testified to this. Let's move forward.
Thank you.
Are you aware, have you ever seen any email Victor Conti sent to a reporter at SI.com in September 2007?
Have I seen an email? No.
Okay. With respect to your testimony before the grand jury, do you recall telling the grand jury that you told... You don't have to look at anything. Do you recall telling the grand jury that you told Victor Conti to call the commission to make sure the substances he was giving you were legal?
I recall.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So you asked him to call the commission just to make sure whatever you were taking was completely legal, right?
Make sure everything was legal, yes.
Good. With respect, by the way, do you know who Fernando Vargas is?
Yes.
Who is Fernando Vargas?
He's a fighter that I fought a couple times.
Okay.
A boxer.
When did you fight him?
I fought him right after Oscar.
Okay.
I fought him.
Were you aware of accusations that he had used steroids?
Yes.
Did you become aware of that prior to your fight with Oscar in September 2003?
Yes, after he fought him.
Okay. How often do you deal with the boxing commissioners?
How
Technical
often?
form of the question.
Yeah.
I see him at the fights, so probably often.
Okay, in 2003, the fight with Oscar was in Nevada?
Nevada.
And so who would have oversight of that fight?
It would be the Nevada Commission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And is the Nevada Commission, do you know if in 2003 they would have been open 7 days a week?
Probably not. Probably Monday through Fridays.
Right. So wouldn't it be fair to say you took the EPO before Conti could have called any commission?
I guess, yeah. I mean,
Okay. I just want to double check. I think we're basically there. I'm sorry. When were you married?
2003.
Can I? Now you know why he's divorced. He doesn't know when he was married, but can I be of assistance?
I welcome it.
Late 2002.
Oh.
And it's very scary that I know that and he doesn't.
It was probably after, it was right after the Vargas and Oscar fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 2002. And then, unfortunately, there came a time where are you divorced as we sit here today?
No.
Separated.
Has there been a action or a petition filed for divorce by either you or your wife?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm actually easier for me to answer these questions
I
than
understand.
this is. So if you, I don't mean to.
I take no offense. Can you tell me who the plaintiff in the action is?
My wife, yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me what the grounds are she filed for?
No, actually.
Okay. Do you know where she filed?
In LA? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And without telling me the grounds, well, let me see if I can do this. You know what? I'm going to stay away from that.
You want to be scared of someone.
Okay.
You don't know her. I love her, but she puts fear in my bones. His ex-wife to be. You give me those looks for her. You taking all this down?
Jeez. Give me just 1 second, I think we can.
Well, just be said for the record, I wasn't saying that my wife scares me, just his wife. I notice she doesn't put that down.
Sure, right.
If, is there any doubt in your mind that Hudson was the one who injected you with the EPO?
Hudson was the one who injected me with EPO, yes.
Okay. So, if Hudson put in a declaration that you injected yourself, you would be lying?
Definitely lying.
Okay. And then there came a point where Hudson actually sued you, right?
Yes.
And do you know why he sued you?
To the extent that you can answer that question without relying upon things told to you by me or somebody in my office, you can answer. If you have to rely on anything I said or somebody in my office said to you, I direct you not to answer.
I believe the defamation of character.
Wait, what?
Can you answer the question without it based on anything that without
I think
taking
he
into
just
account
answered it.
Okay, if he did, he did.
So he sued
Wait.
you.
What
Sorry.
was your answer?
Oh, defamation of character?
Okay.
And the defamation was, according to Hudson. Well, do you know what the defamation? Do you know how you supposedly defamed Mr. Hudson?
If you can answer that question without based upon without in, withdraw. If you can answer that question in a manner that doesn't require, that is not based upon anything that you learned from my office or me, you can answer the question. If your answer to that question requires you to convey information that came from me or my office, then I direct you not to answer that question.
Well, this information came from ESPN.
I'm sorry?
This information came from, I guess, a reporter, a writer.
No, he's not. That's not the question he's asked. He's asked you about what did Hudson say in his lawsuit, in the lawsuit itself. If you know the answer to what's in the lawsuit, if you know it from me, you can answer. If you know it independently, you can answer.
No, I don't really know what he said in the suit, whatever.
Okay.